Carisha Simpson went to Discovery Bay in St. Anne as a bartender and is now a successful businesswoman and respected community activist. Her adopted community honors her for her stellar service.
It is a well-deserved appreciation and commendation.
She is often labeled as the community's ambulance because of her tendency to swiftly assist people who are in pain.
If I see my enemy drop right down there, so I can't pass him, I still have to go help him.
Her spouse has more than just words to offer. He gives her a special kiss.
I feel like my mother like Carisha, I'm going to change her if you real, you know? Yeah. If you're born again, I see mother I want.
I best godmother would ever get in a bed life. Me I tell you that right now. Carisha, I love you so much.
Being a philanthropist, bar owner and events promoter, Carisha Simpson has hosted several entertainment shows in her adopted hometown of Discovery Bay, St. Anne. But members of her community turned things round a bit on Sunday afternoon, March 5, 2023. They hosted an awards ceremony to honor her for her stellar service to the community.
They all come together and give me this warm evening. I feel so special.
And Simpson has all reasons to feel special, being on the receiving end of numerous congratulatory messages from various people. Those people included politicians, a law enforcement officer, business operators, friends, and Simpson's relatives, including her son, Travis Anderson.
I feel like my mother like Carisha, I'm going to change her if you real, you know? Yeah. If you're born again, I see mother I want. Yeah. Straight. If I never have a mother like Carisha, I don't even know which mom daddy today. You understand? So, I just want to show my mother straight love every time. You understand? And everybody who have their mother, respect and love their mother and show straight love because mother want the best thing for you. You hear that? Love your mother and take care of your mother. Boom, we love you. You hear that? Run without end. You hear that?
Simpson's other sons, Karen and Kevron Green, would not be denied their moment to publicly declare their love for their mom.
Hey, Travis, give them a chance. Up.
Give them a chance?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a person full of words, but one thing I have to say. You grow in her, but the bloody deal we keep to start her with her the best mother somebody could have believed.
Yeah.
Even. Yeah. My mother is, I don't know, 2 or 3. She deserves it, but I still love her. Nobody can beat Carisha. One Carisha.
The brothers weren't done yet. They had a gift for their mom. Simpson, who is originally from Buxton District in Brownstown, St. Anne, relocated to Discovery Bay nearly 25 years ago, specifically on April 28, 1998. She has become a household name in the community, so much so that she is well known by high-profile people such as Member of Parliament Crystal Lee and Councillor Carlton Ricketts.
It is a well-deserved appreciation and commendation. So of course, once I got the message, a group of us said we have to come, including Father Briggy and the rest of the team decided we have to support Carisha because she has always been a community person. And she's not somebody about what side you're on, if you're on this side or that side. It's Jamaica first, and that is what is important, a people person. Because at the end of the day, we all have to be held accountable for the development of our communities. And we want to see growth. And Carisha, I want to thank you on behalf of St. Anne Northwestern for all that you have done for our community of Old Folly and the extension. You know, continue to shine.
I am happy to see the gathering and, sitting down there and hear all these accolades. it tells me of the person who Kerisha is. You know, I can give off my own testimony that Kerisha has always been in the life of the community. I can truly tell you, she is a woman of worth. And I can say woman of work. Because when it comes on to the children, I know she loves children. She is a community leader. I can tell you that because we have seen that. So Kerisha, your work in this part have not gone unnoticed. We've seen everything. We have been watching your movement. So with the children, with the back to school, she would from time to time seek sponsorship, and we give of our support where possible. And for that, we want to thank her for coming here and being part of the community and being part of us.
The politicians are right. Community indeed means a lot to Simpson. She has been spearheading a back-to-school treat for 12 years now in her community. In 2019, she started the Miss Mini Old Folly pageant competition that focused mainly on Old Folly district in Discovery Bay.
My name is Danny D. McCoy, the Miss Mini Old Folly 2019 Queen, and I am here to do the welcome.
That show, however, was not hosted for 2 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2022, Simpson made a grand return to pageantry, this time with a bigger plan, Mini Miss Discovery Bay. Some of the past contestants were among people who showed up to celebrate her.
And I just want to say thank you for being the amazing person you are. I love you, Auntie Kerisha, and have a nice day.
A corporal of police, Delcita Wright, who has been stationed in Discovery Bay since 2000, recalled her first chance meeting with Simpson.
In 2000, I was transferred to Discovery Bay Police Station after having 6 years service. And at that time I was young, vibrant, so most of the time I would be on the road. I remember one day I was in Old Folly, stopping the police vehicle. Here comes this lady, you can't smile. So I asked her, you give me joke? And eventually we changed, and in conversation she said, I am Kerisha. I said, I'm Miss Wright. And from that moment, we became friends.
The law enforcer, in a personal speech, reeled off a number of adjectives that she thinks fit Simpson well.
I was the person who spent the most at the Discovery Bay Police Station, different from the district council. So I know most persons in Discovery Bay. I know she's humble. She's very respectful. She reserves. She's very reserved. If something happened, she knows what she reserves. She's not going to come and blur it out to you. She's hardworking. She's loving. She's caring. When I said caring, she's caring. She's like a Discovery Bay ambulance. Whenever an accident happens, Kerisha could call.
Simpson proudly accepts the ambulance label because she is always ready to provide swift assistance to people who are in pain, including those involved in motor vehicle crashes.
You know, as me tell us, so then call me mama, come here ambulance. When you know accident, I made that. Me not have to know you on it. If you want 2 pills, check me. If you have 1 cut for dress, check me. Anything in the hospitality, check me out. I will dare. I mean, I do it for fame, I do it for love, no matter what. Even if I see my enemy drop right down there, so I can't pass him, I still have to go help him.
I was here one morning and I sent my daughter to school. And when I heard there was an accident, not even clothes, me still in my night clothes, me not put on clothes yet. But guess what, you see, by the time if I jump in my vehicle and reach down the road, Kerisha was already on the way to the hospital with my daughter. She was unconscious. And all the way up, me I call, and I say, Kerisha, my daughter, alright. She was like, Nadine, just come. You understand, I'm living here, the accident was just at the end of the road. But Kerisha reached to her before me and get her to the hospital really fast. So that's what I said. She's very helpful. And not only my daughter, several people from the community. I remember there was a lady living across the road, was very sick. And when I said very sick, I mean people would say they would scorn and all of that. Kerisha was the one who come not only help, wash, cook, clean, do everything for that young lady until she passed off. So that's why I can tell you that I can fight for her. She's a very helpful person.
Simpson's caring disposition is influenced by her own experience of challenges. She recalled having to grapple with poverty while growing up at Buxton District.
You know, we come from a really poor family, you know, trust me. When I say poor family, I mean when I come grow up, I know my mother poor. You understand? I'm not afraid that I come know my mother in a one room.
Much of Simpson's childhood was spent with her mother, Selma Simpson, who had 7 children. When she was about 13 years old, Simpson went to live elsewhere in the community with her uncle's wife, Agatha Green, better known as Miss Gatty.
If loving was a person, if kind was a person, that would be Auntie Kerisha. And I best godmother I would ever get in a life. May I tell you that right now. Auntie Kerisha, I love you so much.
Education being one of the surest means of escaping poverty's grasp, Simpson went in search of it, attending various schools.
Well, I'm from the community of Mega Buxton, which I attend the Mega Buxton Basic School, down to the Brownstone Primary School, and on to the Brownstone Secondary School.
Simpson also enrolled at Runaway Bay Heart Academy, where she studied housekeeping. She, in 2014, also pursued a 4-month course in geriatrics and first aid. As it relates to employment, Simpson started out doing odd jobs in and around Brownstown.
After leaving school, I did cashier work in a store. It's no longer there in Brownstown, P&D Variety Store. For a long period of time after leaving there, I do I do nanny work. I would like stay with a baby in my district for some years. So I didn't work that time in. So I work with P&D Variety Store, do the nanny work. Then most times, you know, I go in a market, I used to have one auntie, she predeceased now. I used to go there and help her sell. Otherwise from that, after having a child, it was rough. It was my mom, thank God for her.
There's an envelope in there from Miss Carrie Williams of Bethelton. She's asked me to present it to you. There's something else in there from the Midborn Foundation. But what is inside this bag does not depict what the love I have for Kerisha. It can't go in this bag. Kerisha and I go way back. We have history. And I know a lot of persons don't know how close Kerisha and I are. She is a very secretive person when it comes to Bridget. I remember when I was down, Kerisha was one of the persons I could call on, and she advised me well. However, I had some little thing 2 years ago, and Kerisha was the only person I could call, and me never asked her nothing. She jump and do it in a secret. And she keep me secret, and me love her. Me love her, and she don't know the love me have for her, trust me. It go way deep within, because Kerisha good somebody. You remind me of my mother. You're a good person with a good heart, and continue to be that person you are. You're simple the best. Simple and rooted and grounded in the name of the Lord. I love you, girl.
I get pregnant with my second child, which that baby predeceased at 5 months. And you know, it was rough after losing that child. I wonder what I'm going to do. Then I heard about the youth service program, and I went on the youth service program. Yes, it was in Matt Sanders Conference Center in Tawalas, Ocheros. I did actually a month there. Then from there, I went to Miros. That's Miros Primary and Junior, but it was Miros Primary at the time when I went there as an assistant teacher. But going there to that was what I want. I didn't have no one after the youth service finished, and they might tell me, say, I've got to try go back to school and go help myself. I didn't have anyone to help me at that time. So that time I said, show me, I go look one bar work here, man. Because, number one, getting a job when you have to pay your cousin to stay with your baby. You come like you just work for them. So I decide to go look at bar work. When I get the bar work, I lie to my mama come and tell me I want to shop me and sell it now.
She initially worked as a bartender in Old Folly District at the building now being shown on your screen. Across from that building, Nadine Earl has been operating a grocery shop. She still has vivid memories of Simpson's early days in Discovery Bay.
I've known Miss Simpson from about 1998 when she came here to work as a bartender in that bar across the road. Across from my house, I was living right here and she was working at the bar across the road. That's when I met her.
And what type of person is she?
Very jovial. Me used to say she have no sense. Because say like if like we would be over here and she get a joke, she would laugh until she drop herself on the ground. So she was always a jovial person. That's me used to trouble her and I say, you know, you have no sense, because everything you laugh, he hang on the grill till you see him laugh and drop her ground. But a very friendly and jovial person when I met her first, until I realized later that she's a very helpful person.
Other residents, young and not so young, joined in commending Simpson.
Big up Auntie Care though, my godmother. And we're happy for him because a long time I do it for you get the youth. You see me?
She a one good woman, you see it? Always did it for we. And we love her.
Well, I can say that I've known Kerisha from the very first day she entered into Old Folly, our community here. And that is almost 25 years ago, to be exact, on the 28th of April 1998. And you know, I remember coming here as a bartender from the hills, as we would say, you know, and I think it was her desire to improve her life and maybe her family too. She came here and she adapted to the community. And she was loved, she get along with everybody. You know, I remember vividly she worked at the Brown Love Lawn, where we used to call it. We have our football thing, she adapt, everybody grew to love her, and she grew to love the community. She have adapted the community. And while being here, it has also given her success in having kids from someone with someone here. So I would say she is fully rooted in Old Folly. Over the years, she has been a humanitarian, you know, giving service to people who are in need, going to the hospital, looking about the sick, doing, you know, pageant and things like this to enhance the life of the young one and to even, you know, give them that sense of awareness.
Yeah, man, big up Kerisha, you know. A long time we know her and she come like a mother to me, you know. She really come like a mother to me. Long time. Big up Kerisha.
The man from where a little boy I grew up, Kerisha foot with it. From bicycle days till bike. Cost we a lot. Just to do the right thing. We love her just to that, you know.
Simpson has grown from a bartender into an astute businesswoman. In addition to hosting pageants as well as managing round robins and community saving plans, she owns a bar which she named Not Just a Bar. Simpson has two ladies working at the bar, but only one was present when the Beacon visited.
Big up Miss Kerisha, heart I love all the time. Even though you're miserable like wow, I love you like wow, same way. Always did it for me right through. Heart I love.
I can remember coming here on the 28th of April, 1998. To work at a bar in Discovery Bay. Working on the bar, you know, ups and down, bar ups and down. You know, I came here, I do all kind of work. I do security work, you know, I do housekeeping, I do all those things. Then, you know, time come. First time I remember, before doing business, I would sell ice. I would just make some bag of ice, sell some $10 bag of ice, $20 bag of ice. And, you know, growing from that ice money, and I decided that, you know, I want a little stall. I couldn't afford the stall, so I got a table. And I started to buy like 3 beers, 3 jug and 3 every little thing, you know, until the business grew. I start move from the stall now. I say, no, I make a little money, so I want build one little shop.
With the Simpson becoming a highly influential member of the Discovery Bay business community, her awards function attracted a number of other movers and shakers in commerce in the town. Some of them are among people who presented Simpson with awards.
I'm a young man in business and I tell you, this lady may be a scholar. Yeah, because she tell you what to do and the right thing. If you want to vex, but she tell you as it is. That's with Carisha. She not go lean. She not lean. And that makes me strong as a young man. And I really love her so much. I think I'm a guy. She means so much to me. And when me wrong, she tell me, sometimes I vex. But a real person, you vex, and you should have I'm a big people. But I want to tell her this evening that I love her so much and I got to be here.
Carisha is such a wonderful person. She has always been there for me. In times of trouble, times of need. If my head is hurting me, I'm going to call Carisha. She finds the remedy. She solves the problems for me. Carisha is somebody that I can trust. I can leave Carisha and Carisha can take care of all of my business for me. And she's a woman of integrity, to say the least.
On behalf of the Monday Bar App, I'm a part of it. And she teaches me in every way. I want to say one big shout out, one big love, one big magnitude of respect to Mama Carisha. I love you. I love you. I love you.
If you want, man. You man, I feel hard,
Wow. Yeah, I'm new to the community. Formerly from Brownstone. Came here, started the club, started other things. Met Carisha, and from meeting Carisha, it's been a pleasure because it's all good with Carisha.
Yes.
She's always there for everybody. Never dull, never depressing, always cheerful, always hardworking.
Well, I know as you heard for yourself, everybody will remember me because everybody knows me come out like one little whisk. As I hear them speak, one little girl, slim, weigh about 115 pounds when I came here in Discovery Bay in 1998. When I came here, I have my first son. But after having two more sons, you gain weight. And sometimes, you feel all right in yourself and not now bother you put on a weight. Sometimes you take off, but here I am today. And I know around Discovery Bay, not Discovery Bay alone, everywhere. Because sometimes I try to, me the name Molly well, man, are you name Carisha? Sometimes they are looking for a younger person of the name. But I'm saying, yes, I am Carisha. Because here when I hear about Carisha, they think I'm like a girl. That is it. I'm 47 this year. So, that is it. And in all folly, I know they respect me there because anything they know so they can call from Runaway Bay, Tickets, Keats, Farmtown, Woodstown, you name it, Calabar, you name it, Betheltown. Everybody around this surrounding because Miss Minnie, Miss Discovery Bay, make everybody know me more, Everybody know me a long time. But you see that? I draw on Wally Paco. So all Wally baby them when they hear about Auntie Carisha, that the time they know who name Carisha. Just like now, come know for them go say, she name Auntie Carisha. That's me right here.
I'm not gonna wait and put everything on that headstone. I'm giving her the rose today and you all are doing the same. So let's hear it for Carisha one more time. If I was to describe Carisha, I would say she's a virtuous woman. And the Bible talks about women like Carisha. She takes care of her family and everyone else around her. Don't we all know that? Everyone. Anyone can call Carisha and say, this, that. If you want to hear, if you go for St. Anthony Hospital with Carisha, as you go there get through. Because she goes so often with not her family, but people from the community. So let's hear it for Carisha. I don't know how you all met Carisha, but I met Carisha at a bar. So let's hear it for the bar people who decide to give her all of these roses today and gifts and everything. Because she never stopped working. This award that I'm handing over to Kerisha is from the Friday bar up. See? You hear what Richie said? Everything when we want Kerisha to do, she do it. They can't just say Kerisha will soon come back and everything alright.
It is a great pleasure for me to present this to you. They asked me, and I said I had to do it. This DJ Consulting Services Champion Award presented to Kerisha Simpson. I'm grateful and appreciative for your outstanding and dedicated service to the people in your community. And thank you, February 2023.
Yeah.
Kerisha, I love you. Keep seeing yourself.
Thank you all, thank you. It is so good. God is good. God is good.
Kerisha, the best.
This award is from the Hospitality Champion Award. Kerisha, you deserve more than this. And God knows that you deserve more than this. Just continue to do your good work. And I love you so much for that.
There were several other gifts and speeches. Not least among them is the one from Simpson's spouse, Garth Green. He spoke highly of her.
I must say she's a wonderful woman, and I have other children to with other women, but she has become their mother.
Yes.
You know what I mean? She is really a mother. And she has some special qualities that sometimes some people might say she's miserable, especially children. But it's not being miserable. It's just wanting to see the thing done, or it should be done. Even to me, sometimes she might feel annoying to me, you know, but you know what's the best she wants me to do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But she's always been there for me, always been there for the family. You know what I mean? And it's a thing I always admire about her. No matter how she gets upset, or even get upset, she always try to resolve in whatever way she can. You know, she take her. And that is key. You know, so with much appreciation and much love, just want to say thanks to Kerisha again for being my other half. You know what I mean? A lot of people might see the combination of Mr. Butterworth. I am always on the cool side of that first, you know? But she's always the fire. And guess what happened now?
Green sealed his sentiments with a kiss. Simpson's parents were also at the awards ceremony, and so too were some of her siblings. In an interview with The Beacon, Simpson lauded her other siblings and relatives who were unable to attend.
Now, if you know Kerisha, she's a backbone. She show up all the time. If I'm at work, I'm gonna feel stressed out and just text her. She not feel me. If Kerisha is overseas, I might not tell her, but we feel sad. Because we don't have no sister to lean on. We can depend on she to defend me anytime. I would say, from my perspective, we never had a fear. Yes, she showed me love like a mother, a sister, a brother, a baby father, everything. So on the behalf of me, my children, and my mother, we would like to give this to you as a token. This is very small for you, but God and time, I will give it to you. I love you, my sister.
Simpson's daughter-in-law sang her praises.
You know that I love you. Continue being the good person you are. And may God continue to bless you that you can bless others.
Big up to my grandma and I love her.
Simpson is not sure where next her journey will take her, but one thing for sure is that she will continue to serve her communities of Brownstown and Discovery Bay.
If I didn't want to be in politics, I could have do so. And then I realized they want me like to be a JP for the community body. Trust me, with my ups and downs more while can't manage a task there, you know. Because he's a busy one sometime, you know. Here, there, and everywhere. Trust me, sometimes I left me yard like at 8 o'clock. At 10 o'clock tonight, I just reach back because guess what? I go to 2 stack of one bar. And when I go to the 2 stack of one bar, I end up. You have to go show my face at the party, you know. You have to go there, so you know, so you know, kind of work out the, you know, me not gonna stay maybe in the longer run, lad, because you're going up in age.
Thanks, we give you thanks for all you have done.
And ladies and gentlemen who have put this on, hi Mr. McCoy, let me commend you because you never wait until Carisha died. A lot of us wait until when somebody passed before we express to them the appreciation and love and commendations. And we scatter roses after the person gone, and that makes no sense. We have to learn to love more, show appreciation more. Have no problem in saying a job well done, keep it up. And so Carisha, this is what it is for the team here. All your loved ones, all your friends, the support groups that are putting this on today for us to say a job well done, keep it up. We love you and may God continue to shine upon you as you continue to serve your community, serve others. Bless you.
In Discovery Bay St. Anne, this is the Jamaica Beacon.